I'm going to show you how to use the whiteboard feature in Zoom when you're doing a Zoom meeting with a student on an iPad. So this is my iPad here, and this is the student iPad. So you're going to start by going to Share Screen. Then you see the option to choose Whiteboard. So now I've got the whiteboard here. Student sees the same thing here. If you want to minimize this to get it out of the way, you can. You can do that on both. Gives you more space. Okay, so on the teacher side, this is your toolbar. So you can see you've got a pencil, an eraser, and you've got color choices. If you tap here, you're going to see more options. You also have an option of creating more whiteboards. I'll show you that in a minute. So the first thing we're going to do is change the thickness. I want it nice and bold, so I'm going to go up here. I've chosen red, chosen my pencil, and I'm just going to write a student name. You can see that the student over here is seeing the same thing. Okay, pretty simple. There's a name. You want the student to trace it. So at home, they're on their iPad, and to get their tools, they need to tap in the field and then find this little pencil here. They have lots of tools. They can make an arrow, which is interesting. They can make shapes. You can change colors. So in this case, we actually want to just trace. So let's get rid of those extraneous things there. Get rid of that. That's the eraser. So we're going to go back to pen. And you can see that green is chosen. These are the colors they have, plus their thicknesses are there. So let's go with green. And now we're going to trace. So the student hopefully has a stylus at home. So as they're tracing, you're seeing their work right here. In the meanwhile, you can use a tool like this to highlight something. So you can say something like, don't forget to start at the top, because otherwise they can't see you unless you tap that. They don't know where you are on the screen. So this will highlight that. So they can finish tracing. And you can see that they will see this moving around from your screen. Okay? So let's go back to this, the teacher iPad. So again, you've got choices. You've got a pencil, an eraser, you've got colors. You can type onto the document as well, onto the screen. And you've got font sizes here. This is cool. Now you'll see on the student side, they do not see your keyboard, but they see the words coming across the screen. So an activity could be having them type this sentence as well. So they would go to their text box. So you can look at their speed and accuracy this way. A really nice option for teachers who want to save the student work, let's minimize that, is that they could do a screenshot right now. Or they can just go here and choose Save to Photos, same thing. Screenshot, Save to Photos. Okay, a couple more little tools on here to show you. This one here allows you to move things around. So I can go here and move it. I can also resize it if I want. Move it around, do whatever I want with it. You can also move anything that's been drawn on the screen. One last thing I'll show you is that you can create many whiteboards. And so you could do an activity ahead of time for a student and be ready for them to come in. And you could do, whoops, there's number one, whoops. Here's number two, if they were tracing numbers, say. If you want to find the whiteboards that you made, they're right here. So these are all the whiteboards. You can't make them a day ahead and open it and expect them to be there, they'll just be gone. So what I also noticed is that if you try to stop sharing the screen and then go back into Whiteboard, all of those whiteboards are gone, so you're back to 0.